I learned two things from the New York Times interview last week of author Alice Walker. Beto O'Rourke's recent surge in polls says less about his chances in the 2020 presidential race than it does about how weak many other likely Democratic contenders are as the campaign enters its preliminary stages. When asked what he thinks of the Republican Party in the Trump-era, retiring Sen. Bob Corker said, in concerned tones, "We've got to remember what the Republican Party is. Like most conservatives who are staunchly for the Second Amendment, I enjoy shooting guns and own them for self-defense and pleasure. Owning a gun and knowing how to properly use it are both a right and a privilege, and a serious one at that. Biology does not favor women." Jeremy Corbyn leads Britain's main opposition party, Labour, but he would be a disaster as Prime Minister. "I hope for Senator Kirsten Gillibrand's, DNY, sake that she doesn't play poker. Russia has amassed significant military capacity on Ukraine's borders," a top U.S. diplomat confirmed Monday amid fears Russia has its eyes on another piece of the country. Republicans must find a replacement for Senator Lamar Alexander, the Tennessean who announced he will retire at the end of 2020. They should start by considering a certain 6'5", 230-pound quarterback with a laser rocket arm. China, it seems, is making inroads all over the world. A sparkling Belt and Road initiative has connected or will connect Beijing with far-flung metropolises, transit networks, and strategic ports. As the web of influence, or at least talk about it, grows, Washington is increasingly worried, and countries have a new negotiating strategy. Don't be overly concerned by Russia's apparent plan to establish an airbase in the Caribbean. The U.S. can deter, and if necessary defeat, any threat that aircraft at the base might pose. While college football bowl games are a highly profitable endeavor for the governing body and universities themselves, players have begun thinking twice about participating out of their own self-interest. The Boy Scouts of America is considering filing for bankruptcy. It should do so and fade into the annals of history, leaving behind a mixed legacy of traditional values and rampant abuse. Nobody will fact-check Senator Dianne Feinstein, D. Caliph, for lying about the 7-year-old Guatemalan girl who died. That's because liberals and the news media don't care about telling the truth on immigration. Shared democratic values, commerce, tourism, and cooperation explain why Israel is a close U.S. ally. Nevertheless, Israel's deepening relationship with China is incompatible with American interests. It requires the Trump administration's repudiation. Like most issues in politics, immigration is considered a binary one.